Neptuna Tarot. My name is Cassidy and I am so glad that you guys clicked onto this video. Today we are going to be doing the topic, how are you right and how are you wrong? So I do have two decks here that I got off of Etsy. One is called the Moon Power Tarot, and the other, it is by the same artist, is called the Star Power Tarot. Can't remember the artist's name, I do apologize, but that is the name of those two decks. So we're going to be looking into how are you right, how are you wrong using those two, and I have shuffled for each pile, and we got this beautiful purple pink scheme. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Pile number one, you guys pulled citrine, happiness and abundance. Pile number two, we have clear quartz, master healer. And finally, pile number three, we have kunzite, divine love. So there will be a 30-second meditation, as always, just to give you some more time, and also a clearer image of the piles to help you decide. If you're still needing some help, you can also find shuffled songs in the description box below, as well as ways to reach out to me for personal reading. So that is everything, guys. I will go ahead and see you at your pile. Bye. Hi there, pile number one. You guys chose citrine here with happiness and abundance. So we are going to get into how are you right and how are you wrong here. So this one is really intense, okay? It definitely feels very emotional. It could have to do with loved ones or how you show up in connections here. So what I'm seeing, how are you right? Let's start with how you're right, okay? We immediately have the Six of Swords here. And so how you're right is that you moved to calmer waters. You moved away from trouble, away from drama, away from furthering the issues is what I feel. So how you were right is like you definitely moved away from a situation that I feel like could have gotten worse if you stayed in this situation. I also see Judgment in reverse. So how are you right? I'm getting two things here with the Judgment, as well as with this Two of Swords kind of energizing that energy. First, I'm getting that you are constantly questioning your judgment. You're constantly going back and forth over the decisions that you've made, the decisions that you will make. I am seeing somebody definitely overthinking, doubting themselves, and it's like Spirit is here to tell you, you were right, your judgment was right. Stop telling yourself that your judgment was incorrect here, okay? You had a feeling there was something was moving towards trouble here, and you moved to calmer waters. So you need to know that you made the right decision, even though I do see a lot of sadness here, a lot of grief, and a lot of confusion, a lot of like not understanding. It feels kind of like you might have a hard time expressing your emotions verbally. So yeah, you might verbally not be very good at maybe even processing, understanding your own emotions here. And so because of that, it's really hard for you to articulate, it's hard for you to express, and people just, I think they assume a lot of things without, clearing it with you, or without really, understanding your point of view, because you don't seem to understand it either. So, but it's like, where am I going? See, this is what I feel like you do, is like you kind of go back and forth on things. Where was I going with that? It is just like, it just like left the building. It's like, I feel like you might get confidence to take actions, and then once you get back into your own head, you're left wondering here, did I make the right judgment call? Okay, so Spirit is here showing up in how are you right in this situation, and they want to assure you that your judgment wasn't off, okay? But I just get a sense of like, it might be hard for you to make decisions, express your emotions, and so it just leaves a lot of room for doubt and insecurity here. How are you right in this situation? I also get that there could have been like a new beginning with this Fool here. The Fool represents a new beginning. It also to me represents to some degree trust, mainly like trusting the universe. But when it's in reverse, it's like I'm getting a sense of, once again, you avoided this beginning. You didn't go towards this new beginning, and Spirit's coming through to tell you that that was actually the right decision to make. And what I'm getting here as well is I feel like you're very influenced. That's what it is. You're very influenced, I don't know, by social media, by people around you. And I feel like this new beginning would have just influenced you even more. It would have negatively, I feel like, affected you with this blood. It was brainwashing you. This could have been I don't know, it could have been a situation, once again, you had to walk away from, and it's like you were left here in a lot of isolation is what I'm getting. Yeah, you were left in isolation, and it created a lot of space for you to go ahead and be influenced by, you know, social media or other social media and other people's opinions as well. It's, you know, it left room for a lot of doubt, because I feel like there was this level of isolation here, because you didn't go towards a new beginning, because you didn't go towards trouble, because you didn't go towards a situation. So I don't know what this is for you. It's gonna be different for a lot of people. Like I'm just seeing, especially with the holidays around, this could have definitely been a situation where you didn't go to, you know, like a family get together. You didn't go to a friend get together. Maybe you've always spent holidays with your ex's family or something, you know what I mean? And it's like, you knew that that wouldn't be good for you. So it was something where you kind of had to be compassionate for yourself and take care of yourself first here. Fill up your own cup here. And I don't know why, I feel like you feel there's a part of you that still feels like this wasn't the right decision to make, but Spirit is telling you, through your confusion, through your doubt of self, you moved to calmer waters. You showed yourself compassion, and that was right. That was the right thing to do. The right thing to do was to give yourself time as well to process, to think, to make a decision on how you want to move forward. It was to also question your own judgment, you know, have some level of introspection on your own actions and how they affect people. And so that Spirit's also proud of you for doing that, for, you know, assessing the situation and seeing your part in it, seeing your role that you also played in the situation. Maybe in the past you've allowed this kind of behavior to go on, and yeah, it's just I feel like it takes strength to stand up to your loved ones. It takes strength to walk away, okay? So 7 of Wands in reverse. This is all about defense. This is all about having your guard up. So when it's in reverse, it's like you can finally put your guard down. You don't have to feel, yeah, you don't have to feel like you need to defend yourself. You don't, like, it's like you move to somewhere safe, even if it was isolated. And I feel like you've also been able to find support and people who listen and people who, you know, validate you and let you put your guard down. People you feel safe around to put your guard down with. So that is very beautiful. Spirit is very proud of you for reaching out to support systems that you can, you know, let your guard down, and also not letting yourself isolate. You know, you could have even had a pet here that you found a lot of comfort in during this time. But yeah, let's go ahead. And so this is going to be a little bit rough, pile 1. So I mean, if you don't want to hear this, you know, if you're not ready to hear how you were wrong in this situation, I highly suggest turning it off. Don't come for the messenger. Don't, you know, don't leave me craziness because of, you know, wanting to avoid how you played a role in this. Okay, so let's just handle this reading with some grace. Okay, how are you wrong in this situation? We immediately pulled another Page of Cups. So as we know, the page is just a beginner. Once again, this is about you having a hard time expressing your emotions. You having a hard time, what's the word? Could even be with apologies. The Page of Cups usually represents apologies as well. So how are you wrong in this situation?
is that you could be avoiding some level of emotional maturity, as well as you could be avoiding what did we just say? An apology. Yes. Okay. You could be avoiding, yeah, an apology. And look, this cup is like just being poured out. It's downturned, and it's just being poured out and constantly. So I do get a sense of you over giving. You could have definitely over given in this situation, and it came from a place of you not knowing any better. Okay, because you were still this page, you were still a student, you were still an amateur, you were still learning. And because you weren't very emotionally intelligent or even intuitive, I want to say, or you couldn't really pick up on emotional social cues, here's what I'm kind of getting. It's like you just kind of overgave, and it wasn't something I think you even paid attention to, something you even you weren't being mindful of how you were. I think you would like to, you filled up other people's cups around you, but you kind of left your own drained. You would sacrifice your own comfort for the comfort of other people. So that's how you were wrong in this situation, is like kind of, in a way, it's coming through as you not knowing any better. You didn't know any better emotionally how to, I feel like, handle the situation, especially if this was like a long-standing situation that you finally had the Six of Swords moment where you moved away. But what I'm getting from this Page of Cups here is that you feel foolish. This energy is giving, clown glamour. And this, I feel like in a sense you do feel foolish. You do, with the Fool in reverse over here. Exactly. This could even be you beating yourself up, feeling impulsive, feeling reckless. But this was a lesson you had to learn here. This is a lesson you needed to learn through walking away. Two of Pentacles in reverse. How are you wrong? Pile number 1. There could be some imbalances in your life, especially when it comes to finances or responsibilities. So take it as it resonates. You could have a hard time managing your responsibilities. So I'm feeling a level of stress here. I'm feeling a level of stress here as well. So it's like you were handling a lot of things, a lot of, like, I don't know, bills, a lot of, it could have just been work tasks. Maybe, maybe you were training, maybe you were learning new things at work. I don't know. I'm just getting like a lot of different scenarios where it's like it was being piled onto your shoulders. You're there trying to juggle everything, and it's just too much. It was too much for you to juggle. So what I'm getting here is that, how were you wrong? I don't think you asked anybody for help. I don't think you actually reached out here and told people, look, I'm not doing well, I'm drowning, I feel unbalanced. Like, I'm kind of getting a lack of vulnerability, especially with this Knight of Cups here in reverse down here. So yeah, a lack of vulnerability, not really being not opening up to people about your struggles, about what you're dealing with, emotionally, especially. But it's not just emotional, it's also very real, very physical responsibilities, and like physical things like money, material, things in the real world that was also, I feel like, putting a lot of stress on you, and a lot of, I'm just getting kind of like a pridefulness here, where it's like you weren't asking for help. It's like you, and it could have even been, see, and that's where this Three of Cups is coming in. It definitely could have been that you didn't feel safe enough to open up, okay? So how are you wrong? I get such horrible energy from the Three of Cups in reverse, you know? Three of Cups in reverse, it represents toxic communities. It represents toxic friendships, toxic communities, gossiping, bitchiness. So it's like, how are you wrong in this situation? It's like you're gonna have to take it as how it resonates, because what I'm seeing is that you could have been gossiping, you could have been in this bitchy energy, but it could have definitely been, how are you wrong, is that these weren't your people. These aren't your people. These aren't people that are unconditionally loving here. And that's why you never felt safe enough to develop more emotional bonds and strength in these connections, because it was very shallow relationships based on, I don't even know, I'm just drawn to the little martini glasses. It could have even been just like celebrating, you know, you could have only had that in common, going out partying kind of energy. So how are you wrong here is that, yeah, you surrounded yourself with people who wanted to keep you, I feel like, very much in this clown energy where you didn't feel emotionally safe. You didn't feel like you could emotionally grow and move to this next level, to this Knight of Cups energy here. So how are you wrong is that you could have also stooped to their level at some points. Okay, like you could have definitely given in to some of the toxicity that was happening in this connection. If it was a, you know, romantic, you know, whatever connection it was, it just, I feel like you did kind of give into it, and you kind of, I don't know, I'm kind of getting like a jester energy here. Like you were just kind of there to give and to entertain and to kind of love foolishly. That's how you were wrong. You were wrong to show, I feel like, these energies unconditional love. But how are you wrong as well is not, the answer is not to close up. It's not to become like other energies that hurt you. You know what I mean? It's not to become somebody cold, somebody who doesn't offer love. So how are you wrong? Don't close up. Don't isolate, okay? Don't, you know, continue to reach out to support systems here, to let your guard down. Because I feel like, you know, what you've been through, it has a lot to do with emotional, and I feel like emotional manipulation is what I'm getting, and so it's like just, and like it's like hurt people that hurt you, and it's kind of like you're at this decision of like, how am I going to proceed? Am I going to, you know, become like them? Am I going to really take a look and do some introspection on how I've allowed this energy is what I'm getting. How are you wrong? You've allowed this energy. Yeah, Four of Pentacles, exactly. You have held very, very tightly. And I feel like to some degree, you could have made these connections your identity. Part of these connections was who you were, your identity. And so how are you wrong? You're holding on way too tightly. You need to let go. I think you need to create some space here. My throat's closing up. They don't want me to tell you this. Oh my God. As soon as I started saying you need to like create space, it was just like immediately closed. Ah, that was crazy. Okay, I got my little yeah, you need to create space, because I think what it was, and remember I was saying the brainwashing, this is not, it could even definitely be like groupthink, and it's like they need you to be the same as them. They need you to either, yeah, like I'm getting a sense of like they want you to be as low vibrational as they are so they can feel better. It's like I'm kind of getting that energy of one of us kind of energy. So that's what I'm getting, is like, what are you doing wrong is you're seeing yourself in people that you need to actually release. You need to actually create space and distance from. And also, bottom of the deck, we have, what is this, 9 of Wands? Yes, 9 of Wands here. So I know you can't see it because of the holographicness, but there are wands in the background, like a fence. And so the 9 of Wands to me is the wounded warrior. So you like it, how are you wrong? This is coming through as how are you wrong, is that you don't have to be this person. You don't have to be this 6 of Swords, isolated, sad, wounded warrior, okay? I think this is who they wanted you to be. This is who they wanted you to stay in this very, like, this person just doesn't look happy to me. They wanted you to very much be in this energy of, I feel like feeling sorry for yourself, because I feel like these people feel sorry for themselves. So how are you wrong in this? Is, you know, you do need to develop, we have the Page of Cups twice, you do need to develop some more emotional intelligence. You do need to develop some more emotional awareness. I am not going to lie to you, okay? Because people seem to be taking advantage of it, even when it's like you show yourself compassion, like this is what you did right. It's like, I feel like you know, you showed yourself compassion, but then it's almost like you're showing people too much compassion, others too much compassion, and it's like you're holding on way too tightly to, yeah, situations that don't need to define you. This is not who you are, okay? So I'm going to pull one more card. We're gonna go ahead and end the reading here with some advice from your spirit team. Unag. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing this. It says, easy does it. There is no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. Love it, love it, love it. These cards are so goofy, the way they all move. Okay. So beautiful. There's no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. What else do we have? Oh, something did come out. Bossed. We love to see it. Independence. Your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. I think that like a lot of these people wanted you to feel like you needed them emotionally, like codependent, like you needed them. Yeah, you needed them for a level of strength and success. And I don't think you do. I don't think you do, Pile One. I think you need to just keep filling your own cup, focus on yourself, keep doing the introspection. Cordelia, go outside. You have been indoors too long. Go outside and get some fresh air. Okay, and I am being told here to look up these stories of these goddesses here, because I do get a sense that it might be helpful to you in your situations. Like these are people or goddesses energies showing up for you, wanting to comfort you. Okay, bottom of the deck, Ma'at, fairness. This situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. I love Ma'at, and we've got a lot of Egyptian, or we've got 2 Egyptian goddesses here, so could definitely means something to you. I'm gonna go ahead and leave it at that. Pile 1, this was a beautiful reading. Thank you so much for being a part of it. If you enjoyed it, please give me a like, subscribe to the channel, comment down below. I would love to hear from you guys. Until next time, guys, I'm sending you the best love, light, protection, blessings, peace. Bye. Holy shit. Nice. Welcome, pile number 2. I am so excited that you guys are here. This reading, whew, I'm so excited. Okay, let's just get into it. Pile number 2, you guys chose clear quartz here with Master Healer, and it makes so much sense. She's got angel wings here. Like, you guys what I was hearing while I was shuffling for this pile was, bitches ain't shit, can't tell me nothing. So I don't know, like, there's something about you, like, you definitely, so here's how have you handled this situation? Right? How have you handled it? Wrong. So right, wrong, right? But it just kind of does feel like even what's showing up here on what you've done wrong it's not that bad. It's like the universe is here to seriously, I think, applaud you and to let you know that you're on the right path. You could definitely be a master healer. You could be here. One of your purposes here is to be a healing energy and to spread, you know, kindness, healing, and to also call out energies that are low vibrational is what I'm getting. So how are you right? So pile number 2, how are you right? So these 2 cards didn't want to reveal themselves. But so what we've got, I don't know if you can tell, these color schemes are like insanely similar. These giant red energies. We've got a lot of these like similar green. They all have like these green faces. How are you right in this situation? This is the devil in reverse here. You have released so many toxic energies from your life. It's not just one, it's been multiple. It has been your ability to transmute and heal is seriously, like, you have mastered this craft of being able to heal and soothe and connect with the part of you that is indulgent and addictive and toxic. You know, you can really connect with your devil energy and not allow it to have control or power over you here. I think you're able to transmute a lot of the energy. And I think that it's like, just because you've gotten to this point here of quote unquote mastery, like, I don't want to say, like, it's not, you're not perfect by any means. You are not perfect, pile number 2. Like, I know that I'm blowing a lot of smoke up your, you know, behind, but the truth of the matter is, I think you faced yourself very honestly. And how you're right in this situation is through purging your demons, you know, the things that had control over you, that had that created instability, pain. I just heard martyrism. Is that a word? I don't know. But you know what I'm trying to say. Like, you've had to face the toxicity. You've already, is what I'm kind of getting. You've already done so much of the work that it's really just not fair to like dismiss the fact that you had those issues, or you still struggle with those issues, but it's like you're able to handle it better now. So it's like, I just don't want to like completely gloss over the fact that, you know, you also have a shadow. You do have a shadow. And I think maybe at one point of your life, it had control over you. Maybe that's what was running the show. Maybe, you know, for part of your youth, when you were younger, I don't know what it was, when it was. Could have been midlife crisis is what I'm kind of getting to. But it's just, to some degree, you were indulging to the point of self-sabotage. And I think that when you recognized you were self-sabotaging, you were able to get out of this energy. You were able to heal this energy. So what are you doing right is you know, you're facing your shadow, you're facing your darkness, you're facing your addictions, you're facing the things that have power and control over you. And this could have also come in the form of a person. This could have definitely been a lover. This could have definitely been a partner. Somebody very close to you is what I'm getting. Somebody that you had a very deep relationship, an emotional connection with this person. And I think that they could have even kind of taken advantage of the fact that, well, we'll get to it, but you're a really giving person. And you know, you probably were already in this healing energy before you even recognized it as well. So people could have definitely been drawn to this light, drawn to this healing energy around you. So I do get a sense of, you could have attracted a lot of devil type energies that were very indulgent. They just wanted to take what they wanted, get what they get. They just lived off of lust and pleasure. And this is also a lot of control. It's about control and manipulation, okay? So what I'm seeing is that you could have definitely freed yourself from a devil type of energy. And just to be more specific, we do have bottom of the deck here, which was revealing this King of Wands energy, which to me is a very, very narcissistic energy. So this person could have been very narcissistic. Narcissism is on a scale or spectrum. There you go. And so just be careful when you're talking about it, but very much so, this person, they could have thought very, very highly of themselves. And I don't think that they liked to see their own flaws. They did not like to look at their shadow either. So maybe at some point you kind of related, maybe at some point you guys both were indulgent, having fun together. You both were maybe in addictions together with this person. And addictions can mean anything. It can be drugs, food, it can be addiction to your phone, television, video games. So it can even be addiction to your own self-image is what I'm kind of getting. Like this person, whoever this person was definitely very obsessive with how people saw them. But yeah, just very arrogant, aggressive as well. Basically, think of fire sign traits, but negatively impacting. Fire is very destructive, and it's very hot, aggressive, destructive here, okay? So what I'm getting is like, this person, I just kind of get a sense of like, I feel like when it came to you, this person didn't give a crap about consequences. Like this person didn't care about, like, I just feel like they kind of got a sense of like, you weren't the type of person to call them out. And I think what you did right is you called them out. We have justice here. And we also have this 5 of Swords, which is one of my favorite 5 of Swords cards ever because of this giant scissors. What I'm getting here is that you got smart. All these doors, I don't know why I kind of associate them with books here. Like you could have definitely educated yourself. You could have also started recognizing that you had a lot more opportunities in front of you than just what this person was kind of offering. This person wanted to make you feel like the odd one out with this black sheep. We also have Snoopy here, and I can't help but think of like Snoopy outside, like, you know, kind of like they wanted to tie you up like a dog kind of energy, like tie you up outside. It's like they didn't even care if it rained, if it got cold. Like they just, I don't know, there was something very like neglectful in this energy. And but it's like they were getting what they wanted out of the situation. So what you did right is you got smart. Justice. You got smart. You educated yourself. You could have even educated yourself on narcissism, on antagonistic personalities and patterns in other people. Yeah, you had to start using your heart and your head. You had to, in order to create justice for the situation. And most importantly, what you did, I think, is cut this person off. 5 of Swords. If it's not blatantly obvious here with this giant red scissors, I think how you were right is that you cut this person off. You said no more. You said what is fair is that you are no longer in my life. Devil in reverse. Get out. Get out of here. You forced me to get educated. Now enjoy my educated ass. You know, it's like, this is justice. This is what's fair, is that you no longer get access. You don't get to use me. And so take it what resonates. If this isn't a specific person, if this is actually just your energy, your own devil energy that you've overcome, and it's nothing more than that, it's like you still got smart. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. Take it as it resonates. Fit it to your story here, because it's the same thing. It's like you still got smart. You still educated yourself. You still found justice. And I feel like you found a voice. With this 5 of Swords, you found a voice. You found a voice that was argumentative. I'm gonna say it. You found a voice that was capable of handling conflict, that was capable of standing up for yourself, cutting people off, saying the hard truth, saying the uncomfortable things that nobody wants to say. because Five of Swords, you know, it's usually about a lot of people having different opinions, argumentative opinions, like basically opposing opinions, and they can't really agree. Okay, so I just kind of get a sense of you stepping away from argumentative, antagonistic people who just want to argue. It's like your solution to these kinds of people is this scissors, is just to create space, create distance, get away from these kinds of energies. Especially with the devil in reverse, that is escaping this energy, escaping this devil energy. So let's go ahead and see what else is pile number 2 doing right. The 10 of Wands. This is a burden, my love. I'm so sorry. This is a burden on your shoulders here. Once again, it's this deep red. You could definitely be somebody like with a very strong sacral chakra. You could also have a lot of confidence, but, well, that's not sacral, but I mean, it's definitely can be. But sacral to me is like very, very powerful energy. And I think it's like for a while it was kind of, you know, this devil is the choppiest of this bright red here. And I just feel like when you were either connected to this devil energy, in this devil energy, or both, it's like you couldn't find your power. You couldn't find your power. But it's like, I do get a sense of like you being tired. This has been very tiring. How are you right in this situation? You've been very responsible. I think you have taken responsibility for your devil energy, and you've also taken responsibility for how you play a role in enabling other people's devil energy. So what I'm getting is like you took on this burden, you took on this responsibility here, and Spirit wants to let you know, like, you've done an amazing job. This has been the right thing for you to do, is to take on this burden. And they're really sorry that it's been so hard. They're really sorry that, you know, you had to get smart. You had to get educated in this way. You had to, you know, become smarter than the devil, kind of, in a sense. Outsmart the devil. Or at least cut him off. So let's go ahead and see what else. How are you right? 10 of Swords in reverse. Oh my gosh. 2 10s here. And look, once again, it's that red. Oh, that bright red. I feel like you still have a lot of overwhelmed energy. Like you need to ask for some help, okay? Don't carry this burden alone. You were meant to carry this burden, but don't carry it alone, okay? Share your story. Keep telling your story is what I'm getting. With the 10 of Swords in reverse, though, what you're doing right is you're actually finding your peace. You're laying all of this to rest. What you're doing right is you're giving your mind peace. Like you are literally protecting yourself from going in a spiral. It's like, see, what are you doing right is you're healing your own mental congestion. I don't know how else to say this. Like, you have a lot going on mentally, and it's like you are taking the time to heal it, to clear it out, to, you know, soothe it. You're working on self-soothing, emotionally regulating here. So that's what you've done right, is working on your self-healing, self-soothing. Still incredibly responsible, especially with the Justice and the 10 of Wands here. It's just like beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's like you are such a dependable person. You're such a responsible, dependable person, who's able to take on justice and burdens, responsibilities. Like, I think people really do trust you, and they also feel your healing energy. So it's beautiful. It's beautiful, pile number 2. I'm very grateful that you've clicked on here. So let's go ahead and jump into how are you wrong in this situation. So this one's not as bad as pile 1, I do feel, but just as a warning, as I said to them, if you're not ready to hear how you're wrong in this situation, go ahead and click off. Like I said, I don't think yours is going to be that bad, pile 2. I think yours is actually still really supportive of your decisions and what you've done, but there is some things you still need to hear. All right, so right away, that's beautiful. Okay, we have the 9 of Swords in reverse. So what have you done wrong? What have you done wrong in this situation? Okay, so I think you already kind of know a lot of these things. You already are very aware. Like, you do a lot of self-reflection. But what I'm getting, you could have identified for a long time with your anxiety, with your depression, with your overactive thinking is what I'm getting. Your overactive mental space. You could have let that define you for a long time. You could have told yourself, I am my mental illness, kind of thing. Like, I am these thoughts. I am my intrusive thoughts. I am my brain, you know, like I am, that's what I am. Like, you could have for a long time been very complacent or unable to fight this devil energy. So once again, like I was telling you in the beginning, I don't think you're perfect. I think you've been through it. I think you've learned a lot. To me, enlightenment is the acceptance that we're continuously learning. We will never stop learning. To me, once you realize that, that's enlightenment. That's to me all enlightenment is the acceptance that we'll never know everything. So I just kind of get enlightenment from you. I get this sense that, like, you are open to learning, you're capable of learning, but it's like what you did wrong, how you were wrong in this situation is like you took on this identity of like, this is who I am. You see all the sad faces like stuck on their face, like, this is me, this is who I am. And I just don't think that this is who you are. It's not who you are. I think who you are is like this this incredibly responsible and intelligent, strong master healer, you know? I think there's so many more layers to you. There's so many more aspects of you. So what you did wrong in this situation is like you kind of took on this identity of, I don't know, it's kind of giving me like, I am bad and it's never gonna change. Like, something's wrong with me, it's never gonna change. So that's kind of, you could have definitely been in that energy at some point. I don't know if you still are, if you still have some struggles with you know, bad days, some anxiety. But you were never meant to take it on as an identity, okay? So what else here, how are you wrong in this situation, is the 4 of Pentacles. This actually did come up in pile 1, but this is really interesting because to me this feels more like a relationship, like a, I don't know, like a close relationship. So just take it as it resonates. Like a romantic partner, like a best friend, like a parent even. I don't know, it's just like somebody incredibly close to you. This person could have also like kind of made you feel like you are your problems, you know, like you are your problems, like that's who you are. But anyway, so Four of Pentacles, what are you doing wrong? You held on too tightly. You kept holding on even when you needed to release, you needed to let go. It's like basically you held on for too long is kind of what I'm getting. Is like Spirit's just kind of, I don't know, they're just kind of like scolding you. They're just kind of like, this feels like a slap on the wrist, okay? This feels like a little pat on the butt. They're like, you know what, you stayed in this energy way too fucking long, but we're really glad to see that you made it out alive. Like you made it out of this energy, you know, you made it out. So that's why I feel like they're not being very hard on you, because they already know you're hard enough on yourself, first of all, but second of all, it's like they just want to remind you to not waste your time and to not hold on to things so tightly, and to take care of your mental health as best you can. With the Six of Pentacles here, once again, what I mentioned earlier for a moment was your generosity. Six of Pentacles in reverse. What did you do wrong? You overgave. You didn't care about if this person was giving back to you, because I think you were coming from a place of unconditional love for somebody who I think couldn't care less. It's once again, it's that dog energy. Like, I'm gonna put the dog out, and then it's like they forget about them till the next day or the next night or something. You know, it's like it's just like, even though the dog has so much love for their owner, so much loyalty and love, it's like they never were getting it back. And that's kind of what Spirit wants you to know, is like, make sure people are reciprocating your energy. Don't just give it out freely. Don't just be generous and giving to anyone, because people will take, especially these kinds of people, devil type, King of Wands in reverse type of people. They will gladly take because they think that they're entitled to this. They think that they're entitled to things. Very arrogant people who think that they're entitled to your resources, your energy, your money, your time. Okay? And it's like, it's not true. It's not. So don't give them that satisfaction here. Oh, wow. What did you do wrong? We actually have the Eight of Cups. I always think this is the Eight of Wands. So interesting. And then I see the little cups on her shirt. I'm like, holy shit, this is the freaking Eight of Cups. Okay. What did you do wrong? It's funny that I always think this is the Eight of Wands, because the Eight of Wands represents quickness, fast moving, fast paced energy. And the Eight of Cups represents walking away from what no longer serves you. And so once again, I just kind of get this energy of like, what did you do wrong? You didn't walk away fast enough. You didn't, you know, it was like there was a lingering. You lingered. You stayed here way too long. You stayed in this energy when you should have walked away from what wasn't serving you. I think that's why I always think, like this whole reading, I was thinking this was the Eight of Wands over here. But no, it's the Eight of Cups. What did you do wrong? You lingered. Yeah, you stayed too long. It should have been the Eight of Wands, right? It should have been you moving away quickly from the situation, but it's like, here you are lingering, you know, kind of staying in this energy for a little bit too long. So maybe you there could have definitely been an energy here of you ruminating, or you not being able to get out of your head, you know, like overthinking the situation, you know, just giving this situation power basically. And obviously, what did you do wrong? The Lovers, I think it's like you gave this person unconditional love, once again, when it wasn't reciprocated. It was not reciprocated. You thought this person was the same as you. You thought this person wanted to have balance and harmony. You thought they wanted to have a harmonious connection with you, but the truth is they just wanted to take from you. They just wanted to take what they could get from you. What did you do wrong in this situation? You thought you were soulmates with a parasite. You gave unconditional love to a parasite. That's what you did wrong. Bottom of the deck, boom, justice. Like, so fucking beautiful. What did you do wrong? Absolutely fucking nothing. That's what I'm getting, is like, they really don't want to be hard on you. Like, because they know you've been through the ringer. They know that you actually have a pretty balanced heart and mind, and that you fight for justice, and that you do what's right even when it's hard. And I just get a sense of like, they can't be mad at you. I don't know, your spirit team is like, we're not gonna like, you didn't do anything wrong except unconditionally love this person. And you know, so it's just like, to the point of like you having to cut them off, you know, it's just like, they don't want to punish you any more than I think this whole situation has punished you. So we're gonna go ahead and get, this has been a longer reading. Okay, let's go ahead and finish this up. Oh, we have Mother Mary. Expect a miracle. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. Beautiful. I'm telling you, your guides, like, they want to bring you blessings, miracles. They want you to know your prayers have been heard. They look at you as an earth angel. Your spirit team looks at you as an earth angel, and just like a justice warrior. Like, we have justice twice. It's just gorgeous. So we do have Cordelia. Go outside. You have been indoors too long. Go outside and get some fresh air, especially if you feel like you're still in this energy of like ruminating, staying in a place that's no longer serving you. Like, it's time to go outside and connect with nature. I think that's gonna really help make you feel better. That's gonna be something that helps you soothe. Okay, self-soothing. Last card, Ostara. Fertility. It is the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. Exactly. I feel like you're starting fresh. I feel like Spirit is totally supporting you here. And it's just like the most beautiful time for you to start fresh, to really get in touch with this. I feel like it's a new identity. It's just like you're a new person. It's not a new identity. You're becoming who you actually are, is what it is. It's like you were so much in this devil energy that it just wasn't yourself. You weren't yourself here. So this is beautiful. Ostara is also like around Easter time, so it feels very like springtime energy, like you're just blossoming. And bottom of the deck we have Abundantia. I know I said that wrong, but let's just pretend. Prosperity. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. So this is a big giant hug and love, and like hug and kiss from the universe. And they're so proud of you. They're so proud of you, and they want you to continue doing your healing work, and they will continue to supply you with miracles and answering your prayers. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave it at that, pile number 2. I love you so much. Thank you so much if you watched it all the way through. If you enjoyed it, please give me a like, subscribe to the channel, comment down below, guys. I would love to hear from you. Until next time, I am sending you so much love, light, protection, blessings, and peace. Bye, y'all. What's up, pile number 3? You guys chose Kunzite, Divine Love. So I love this energy already. Hello, welcome to your reading, pile number 3. So, what are you doing right? I am not going to lie, pile number 3, this does feel probably like the harshest message. I'm just gonna put it out there now. So if you want to walk away, if you don't want to do this today, I mean, if you want to listen to what's right, what you're doing right, that's beautiful. Take it as you can. But if you're not ready to hear what you're doing wrong, you can go ahead and skip that part, save it for another time. Whatever works for you guys. I just want to give you a fair warning, okay? This is gonna go into a lot of shadow work. Here's what I'm seeing. And so let's go ahead and just start off with what you're doing right. So what we pulled right off the bat was the Fool in reverse here. Just trying to pull these down. You have the Fool in reverse, Page of Swords in reverse, and the 7 of Swords in reverse here. So I'm getting... Okay, so I am getting a scenario here where you could have saw through some levels of deception from somebody who wasn't telling you the truth, okay, with this Page of Swords. And it could have been, a new beginning, and it's like this person really wanted you to be brainwashed by them. They really wanted you to think that this new beginning was going to be like fruitful, but this person definitely could have lied or just was being like, dishonest in some way. And especially with the 7 of Swords, it's like it was very sneaky, deceptive behavior here. So you could have definitely felt like wronged by somebody is what I'm getting. And but what I'm also seeing here, what are you doing right? So this is kind of the hardest part of this already, is what I'm seeing is you are actually facing a lot of your shadow. You're facing a lot of your own darkness, a lot of your own toxicity is what I'm seeing. And it's very beautiful, pile 3. Like, your guides are very, very, very proud of you for the fact that you're willing to look at yourself in the mirror and kind of accept that at times you do have some lower vibrational traits here. Because with the Fool in reverse, this can also represent somebody very impulsive, very reckless, somebody who doesn't think about the future, doesn't think about the consequences of their actions, somebody just kind of reckless. So what I'm seeing is, what are you doing right is you're working on this. You're working on this recklessness. Okay, with the Page of Swords, what are you working on? You might be working on, maybe you're the kind of person to tell white lies, or you're somebody who might not always be fully honest, because I do feel like it comes from you wanting to be like sweet or keep the peace at times. So maybe you might tell white lies or people-pleasing lies in a way, but it looks like, what are you doing right? You're working on it. You're facing the fact that sometimes you might say yes when you mean no, is also what I'm seeing. Like, you might not be the best at setting boundaries, saying no to people, and so it's like you're working on it. With the 7 of Swords, there might be, you might have some shady situations going on or some deceptive behaviors going on. Take it if it resonates. Your situation. If this isn't you, if this is another person, take it as it resonates. It could even be both, okay? It could be another person, but this could also be things within yourself that it's like if it is both, it's like you can't call it out in the other person, because then you'd be a hypocrite, because you do the same things. So it's just like, take it as it resonates, guys. Like You know your story better than I do here. I am just using a divination tool as well as my intuition to deliver these messages to you. Okay, so this is what I'm getting. I'm getting two scenarios. Could be together, could be separate, could be both. But it's something about this recklessness, lying, and also just like straight deceptive behavior. I don't know what that means to you, but it could be like I'm kind of getting thievery, like theft. I'm getting fraud. I'm getting just like what else? Yeah, like underhanded behavior, backhanded compliments. I don't know. It's just, there's a lot of different scenarios here, but basically the energy, what you're doing right is you're changing this, is what I'm getting. You're either getting away from this person specifically, or you are facing this within yourself and working on it, and you're focusing very strongly on your happiness. What makes you happy? So that's what your guides are really proud of you for, is like focusing on yourself, focusing on what makes you happy. Don't focus on other people. Don't focus on, if it is this external person, don't focus on them. If it is you, don't, if it is you, you are focusing on yourself, but it's like you're focusing more so on how can you create happiness in your life, like happiness to where you don't need to do these things, because this is coming from like a lack. It's like, I don't know why, I feel like you might feel like you don't have happiness, or you could even feel like this person stole your happiness. But whatever it is, it just feels like it's like you just don't want to be in this energy anymore, whether it's external or not. You just don't want to be in this energy anymore. You just want to be happy, and you understand that these things that you might be doing or this person you might be around, it could stem from a lack of happiness. 10 of Pentacles in reverse, exactly. So this could definitely be a family member with the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. What are you doing right? See, and to me, this is walking away from a dysfunctional, especially financial, like this could be somebody like a family unit that is very controlling about your money. They want to know everything about how much you're making, what you're spending, what you're doing, like, can they have money? Can they, like, I don't know, use your sources? Like, it's a very dysfunctional family that has very, I want to say they have very lack mindset when it comes to finances. What are you doing right? You want to be different. You want to be different. You don't want to be in this 10 of Pentacles in reverse energy where you don't feel abundant, where you don't feel satisfied, where you don't feel stable. You're tired of this energy. This has been very draining. I don't know why, but all of these faces are really scary. All these faces are pretty scary. And this is what you're doing right. So it's like, what you're doing right is, I think you're trying really hard to protect your peace. You're trying really hard to to get away from very dysfunctional communities. So whether this is a family or like a chosen family is also what I'm getting. It could have just been like a roommate or somebody you live with, like a home, a house. But whatever it did not satisfy you. There's a lot of dissatisfaction here. And also it just feels like, I don't know why I'm feeling like Nebula from Marvel Comics. It's like, I don't know. Like her growth, her change, her arc, her character arc of her, you know, changing over time is a really beautiful one. And it's just like, I really think it just comes from her not wanting to do it anymore. Her not wanting to be that kind of person. I don't know, there's just some level of like deep dissatisfaction here, where it's like, I am just not happy with who I am, with where I'm living, with the people I'm surrounded with. I don't know why, but it feels like these people bring out the worst in you. And so it's like, what you're doing right is getting away from them, wanting to change. 6 of Pentacles in reverse. What did I say? Get out of my pockets. Get out of my pockets, homie. I'm hearing the song Trying to Smoke by Janae Aiko. I'm trying to smoke. It could even be like that kind of energy. You hang around a bunch of potheads that don't do anything all day, that just smoke weed all day, that just, and then also it's like, because what I was quoting right now too, get out my pockets, it's basically like in that song, it's like a dealer like trying to gauge how much money they could get from their clients. So it's just like shady energy. It's like deceptive, lying. It's just like only in it for the money. We have 10 of Pentacles. Now we have the 6 of Pentacles. This literally means there was an unequal give and take. Okay, so what are you doing right? Getting out of this hellhole. That's what I'm seeing. It's like you finally realizing just how toxic these energies are. And it's kind of like that energy, like there's givers and there's takers. And these people were takers. I don't know if it feels like a family. It really feels like a family unit. But it could definitely be like a chosen family. It could be, like I said, roommates. It could even be a partner, like a romantic partner, but I don't know. That's not for everybody. It's definitely giving family. And it's like family being in your pockets. What, like your family constantly being in your pockets and wanting from you. Like I was saying earlier, they want to know how much you're making, how much you're spending, how much you got, how much can you give. Like they act like it's a team effort. They act like it's like this group effort here. Even if like you've been working hard, you know, like I feel like you do work hard. But it's almost like, I just feel like you've been influenced so much by toxic people. Like you've been surrounded. Like you've never had good examples. Like you don't have a lot of good examples around you. And I'm just seeing, especially since this is bottom of the deck, I couldn't figure out, why is this hidden? Because I don't think this is hidden from you. I think this is very much like you want to be in this energy. Like this is you right now. This is you protecting your happiness, trying so hard. But you see how her legs are up, and it's like, to me, it feels like a very defensive position. Like this is mine, like try to take it kind of thing. I don't know. And also like she looks a little melancholy too. And this is the sun. This is like the happiness card. So it's like, why is she sad? Why is she defensive? Why is she on guard with her own happiness? I keep saying her. I'm sorry. I know it's probably just a projection of self. 3 of Wands. But look, see, what are you doing right? You're finally seeing beyond. I knew there was like one more card. That's so funny. It just like fell from off the top of the deck. 3 of Wands. What are you doing right? You're finally seeing the bigger picture. You're finally seeing beyond. I feel like especially beyond what a family dynamic has taught you, or what people around you have taught you. Like what people have brainwashed you to think for a long time. It's like you finally have your own opinion. That's crazy. Sorry. You finally like can think for yourself, and like you know, you're like, this is fucked up. Like I don't want to do this. I don't want to give you money. I don't want to. Maybe they like, it's people who want to steal, like I said, want to lie, They, you know, and it's like you're just tired, like you just don't want to be in this energy, and it's like it just feels very defensive, like defending your happiness. What are you doing right? You're seeing the bigger picture and you're defending your own happiness. No matter what's going on around you, no matter what is going on. Oh, okay. So what are you doing wrong? Pile number 3. Okay. So this isn't as bad as I thought. I don't know, because it was just so weird to have so much negativity in what you're doing right kind of thing. But I think it's a lot of you finally waking up. Like you finally waking up, you finally seeing the truth, you finally being honest with yourself and stop and not being in denial anymore about like the people around you, the environment, you know, the choices you make because of your influences as well. Yeah. So anyway, so what are you doing wrong here? Okay. We have the sun again in reverse. Okay. What are you doing wrong? So we have the magician. So the magician's interesting that this is here. What are you doing wrong? I think you're trying to manifest something, but it could be coming from resentment. That's what I'm getting. Pile number 3, you need to be careful about your negative feelings. Your negative feelings are just as powerful as like your positive ones. I don't know. I hope that makes sense to you. But it's like your negative feelings are very strong. And it's like, I think you don't always think about what it is you're manifesting. So it's like, you need to think about like your words, your thoughts, your actions, everything that you are putting out there. You're putting out an intention into the world. And what I'm getting is like, what are you doing wrong? Is I do kind of get a sense of like you manifesting unhappiness towards, I feel like people maybe who have hurt you, people in this dynamic, whatever. But it's just like when you're upset, when you are unhappy here, like I just kind of get a sense of like you become pretty evil. Okay, like I'm not gonna lie, pile 3, like when you become unhappy, I think that you might not be aware of how your thoughts manifest your reality. And you could also be wishing, like I'm kind of getting like wishing unhappiness onto other people. And it's like when you do that, you have to recognize that the universe works in karma. No matter what, you're putting an energy out there, you're going to get something back. So what happens when you put out an energy of, I want this to be unhappy, you know, I want them to be unhappy. What are you going to get back? What do you think you're going to get back, pile 3? And that's where I think a little bit of like the waking up and like not being in denial, like really being honest with yourself about how you think about other people, what you're manifesting. Because like I said, it's gonna, and to me, I think, I mean, like I work in 3s, like I'm just like a 3, 6, 9 girl. That's just me personally. And, I believe that karma works in 3. I think it just depends. Like it depends who you fuck with. I do think too. But if you, so say you wish somebody unhappiness, boom, it's gonna come back on you times 3. Like why would you do that? Why would you even do that? Like, you know the rules, guys. No, I'm just kidding. Not everyone knows. That's why, that's why. So it's just, you need to be more conscious of it, because I do kind of feel like might be an unconscious thing. That's like when you get mad, when you get upset, when you get unhappy, you just start manifesting, and it's like you don't even realize what you're manifesting. Like you're manifesting some pretty negative shit. And then with this, we have a 7 of Pentacles here in reverse. This represents impatience. So once again, you could even be impatient about these manifestations. You could be, what are you doing wrong? Is just like expecting things to move faster. I think you're exactly where you need to be right now, pile 3. You're waking up and you need to give yourself the time, space to process, wake up, put yourself in a new environment. I just saw like literally like a plant being repotted, and it's like you needed a bigger pot, you needed different soil, you needed change. And it's like you still need to give yourself so much more time. And I feel like you just want to manifest everything right now. Like you might struggle with like instant gratification. Okay, like you might just really want everything right now. But it's like, if you were given all of these things, like I think you don't actually realize like it wouldn't make you happy. I think it would actually make you kind of spoiled, and you wouldn't appreciate it, and you would also probably stay in these patterns, these lower vibrational patterns. So what else are you doing wrong? Pile number 3. I'm so sorry. I know this has already been rough. This has been rough. Pile 3. So we do have the 8 of Cups in reverse here. So what else are you doing wrong? Pile 3. You're staying in situations that don't serve you. Okay, so please keep waking up, keep educating yourself, keep calling yourself out. This is about self-awareness. This is a lot about self-awareness and protecting your own happiness, because you're staying in situations that are like, it's overdue, it's time to move on. Like you needed to walk away already. You needed to already, kind of say your goodbyes, walk away from these situations. But it's like you're lingering, you're staying, and it's like, I get that you're processing, but I do get a sense of like there still are some connections in your life that you're hanging on to that are just like not serving you. What else are you doing wrong? Pile number 3, Ace of Wands. You could definitely be kind of in an energy right now of passion? Okay. I wanted to say lust, but I'm not really like with the other energies. Once again, okay, so this could have to do with the Sun in reverse. Okay, so it's like when you're unhappy, it's like you might give in to like sexual impulses is what I'm getting. So just be cautious, because it's coming through as what you're doing wrong. So it's like, just make sure you're not distracting yourself through like sex or through like flirting or something like that. Don't just distract yourself. Be intentional about where you're putting your energy and what it is you're wanting to manifest. I think you're a powerful manifester, but it's like you need to see the bigger picture here. Don't waste your time on these impulses here. Bottom of the deck, we also have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So what are you doing wrong? You also have to believe that this wheel is going to turn. Okay, I just kind of get a sense of like you feeling really stuck, and it's like you just don't have faith that good things are going to happen to you. And it's like you have to believe that good things are going to happen to you. That's how you're manifesting, through your thoughts, through your feelings, through your actions. That's what's manifesting the reality around you. So with this Wheel of Fortune, if you're constantly telling yourself, I'm stuck, I'm not going to receive, or like I'm not a lucky person, like that's what's going to happen to you. The universe will laugh and say, oh, is that true? And they will give you exactly what you're asking for, which is unluckiness. So let's go ahead and pull some messages from your guides here, messages from your guides, advice from your spirit team. Ooh, we have Rhiannon, Sorceress. You are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. I'm telling you, you guys are powerful manifestors. But Rhiannon's story is really sad too. It's like people didn't even believe her, but I think, didn't you have to start over? I can't remember her exact story. So once again, I'm getting the same message I got in another pile where it's like, look up these goddesses' stories, and there might be messages for you in these stories. We also have Pele, divine passion. Be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? This is a lot about being honest with yourself and asking yourself what it is you truly want, what it is you truly want to manifest. There's 2 here, so I'm going to put it back and get 1. Oh, Cordelia, so 3 for 3. All 3 piles got this card. I think the entire collective needs to go outside. Cordelia, go outside. You have been indoors too long. Go outside and get some fresh air. I know it might be chilly outside, it might be cold outside, but please get some fresh air if you can. Stay safe, guys. Bottom of the deck, we also have the beautiful Butterfly Maiden transformation. You are experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. I love this for you, pile number 3. I am wishing you so much happiness. I know it's hard. I know this reading was rough. If you got through all the way to the end, I just want to thank you personally. It means so much to me, guys. If you enjoyed this, please give me a like, subscribe to the channel, comment down below. I would love to hear from you guys. Until next time, sending you love, light, protection, blessings, peace. Bye. What's up, pile number 4? If you found the bonus pile, just so you know, these are cards that I pull for myself at the end of the reading, but I decided a couple months ago I wanted to start sharing them and just connecting with the collective, seeing if we both resonate with these messages. So here we are, pile number 4. It is kind of weird. I don't know, recently it's just kind of felt weird reading for myself. Like sometimes it's really hard, like the messages, it's really hard to like say things and then like consciously kind of have awareness. I'm speaking for myself, but at the same time it's like when I'm channeling, sometimes I just tune out, you know, so it really is messages for me later. It's so weird, you know, like I will forget what I said, I'll come back, I'll rewatch it later at a different time, and it's like boom, exactly what I need to hear. So, you know, I hope that it's exactly what you guys need to hear too. I'm gonna stop rambling now. We shuffled Larimar, self-healing and relaxation. So pile number 4. You could have definitely had messages in pile number 2 because you immediately pulled the Devil in reverse. So the Devil represents addiction, indulgence, basically us giving into our lower vibrational selves, letting our shadow having control over us, just kind of making a lot of bad decisions, right? So what are you doing right, pile number 4? With the Devil in reverse, you are releasing this energy. So you're releasing addiction, indulgence. I think you're just trying to make healthier choices overall. But specifically, I am kind of getting this as a person, okay? I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm getting this as a person because we have the devil. We also have the Page of Swords, which represents a person. And also the Six of Pentacles in reverse, which to me represents some kind of give and take, which would mean that there would have to be another person in that give and take. Okay, so I do have a sense that my pile force here, you have had experiences with a devil kind of character. Somebody who maybe was very indulgent, somebody who might have been really mindless about their health, about like making good decisions for themselves, for others around them. Just somebody very indulgent is what I'm getting. Also, this person could have, with the Page of Swords in reverse, this represents a lot of, to me, like immature communication. So this person could have been somebody who was very immature in how they communicated. It was not clear communication. They could have also lied to you in several occasions. Yeah, this person just never really wanted things to be clear. They just wanted to kind of, I feel like, keep some level of confusion, some level of control. Yes, the devil also represents control here. So what I'm seeing is, with it being reversed, you breaking out of this control, and with the Six of Pentacles in reverse, that also represents, once again, unequal give and take. So I feel like you stopped giving to this person. What are you doing right? You stopped giving to this person. I think you no longer believe this person's lies. You no longer go along with the things that, the controlling energy, like, you know, you've broken free of this, especially because, look, this person is holding them. Like, it feels very controlling. It feels like this person had a grip. This person had control over you in some way. And I feel like you broke free of it. And I think what this person couldn't really see coming was your intuition. The High Priestess here. You could definitely smoke here. Holy Golden Art I want to say Parade, maybe? And she has a book here that says 42, which apparently is the answer to the universe, I believe, in the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I've never read it, but I know the reference there. So it's like, I think what you're doing right is listening to your intuition. Like really sitting with yourself, self-healing and relaxation, putting yourself in this position of comfort and peace, and really coming to a conclusion about how you felt about this situation. And I think what the universe is here to tell you is that you were right. You were right in this situation. You were right to, I feel like, get out of this energy, to stop giving to this person. You could have cut all communication with the Page of Swords in reverse. And I just kind of get a sense of this. This was absolutely the best thing for you. But let's go ahead and jump into what are you doing wrong in this situation. So we do have the Eight of Wands here. So to me, that represents like fast movement, fast-paced energy. So you could be moving too quickly right now. You need to slow down. So that's where this relaxation is coming in. So pile number 4s, you need to slow down. What you're doing wrong here is you're going too fast. Okay, I think you're trying to rush this process. I think you could definitely be trying to rush this process and move forward. Okay, like move on, move forward to the next cycle, to the next chapter here. But what you're doing wrong here with the World is, I don't know why, it kind of feels like there's still a lesson here. There's still a lesson here to be learned. And I think you still need to sit with this energy for a little bit longer, because there's also some level of distraction, of possible burnout, of just like, there's some level of performance as well, of like maybe like just fast-paced performance. Like you could feel pressure to be doing things right now, when I think you actually need to slow down. You need to sit with the fact that this cycle ended. I think that it's actually been very heavy in your hands, the fact that this cycle has ended, and you need to sit with it. You need to stop, slow down, sit with this, so that you can really get some closure and start a new cycle. Really close the door, say goodbye, you know, and really, you know, it feels like you're stuck here in this world energy, and it's like you really desperately are wanting to get to the Fool, where it starts over. You know, you have a clean slate, you can start fresh, you have all this trust in the universe, you have this beautiful path or like dream, and it's just like you're still here. So what are you doing wrong is you need to slow down, you need to sit with it. There's still a lesson here. And it could definitely be a lesson about overgiving, because we have the Six of Pentacles again in reverse. Unequal give and take. It's like you need to sit with yourself and ask yourself, why do you give so much? Why do you need to overcompensate? Why do you feel the need to perform here? Why do you feel the need to overgive? It's like there's something within yourself that you feel you need to validate or get approval from, and it's like you need to stop. You need to realize you are enough without giving so much of yourself. You are already enough. You come into this world as a baby as enough. You're enough just for being here. But for some reason, you have this unconscious title in your head that you are a giver, and that you give and give and give. You don't have to give. You don't have to give to these people. You can close the chapter, close the door completely. It's something within you that it's about your behavior and how you played a role in allowing people to take advantage of overgiving to these people. And see, here we go. Bottom of the deck, King of Cups. This is about emotional maturity, emotional mastery. Somebody who really understands emotional intelligence, and somebody who's also kind, somebody who's also giving, but they don't overgive. They're not kind to the extent of self-sabotage. You know what I mean? To the extent of somebody having control or power over them. No, the King of Cups would never. So especially sun and moon energy here. So it's something also about balance. Finding balance again. Finding balance in being a sweet, kind, giving person, but not to the degree where people take advantage of you or they steal some level of peace within you. You know what I mean? So what are you doing wrong is there's still a level of emotional intelligence that you need to work on, because you're coming from a place of lack within yourself. You're telling yourself, I need to bring this and this and this to the table. When no, like you just need to show up, kind of thing. You don't need to bring $1,000 and ice cream and I don't know, gifts for the family. Like, I don't know what it is. Something about pushing yourself to some degree. Like, it kind of feels like burnout. Like you're just wanting to give so much of yourself. I don't know if this is to the collective or like to this person specifically, but it's like time to question that. Like, why do you feel like you need to do that? Why don't you give to yourself? Self-healing, relaxation, Athena, inner wisdom. You know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. Yeah, I think you knew what to do. You were like, this person sucks. I'm out. They don't give for shit. And you had to, you had to use your intuition with your wisdom here, your inner wisdom, to take the appropriate actions. But it's like, I still feel like you're kind of still stuck there. Like, why do you need to give people the world? Why do you need to give people the world? Give yourself the world, Sedna, infinite supply. You are supplied for today and all of your tomorrows. Another message from your spirit team. Bust, independence. Your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. Yes, like you can... I don't know why it feels like there's still part of you that still feels like you need this person, or you feel still codependency towards this person, or you still feel some kind of tie. You could definitely benefit, I think, from a cord cutting if you haven't already. But there's something here about standing on your own 2 feet, getting closure you deserve, really stepping into your own independence. I'm gonna pull 2 more, honestly. It's been a short one, so. There's something here about you feeling like you need other people, and it's just, you don't. You need to work, you need to focus on you. You need to focus on you. And it's not to say you don't need a support system. You don't need other people, but it's like, when it becomes codependency like this, where it's like you feel like you need to give and give and give and prove yourself and perform or whatever this is, that's when it becomes unhealthy. Vesta, home. Your household situation is improving, either through a move or a healthy change in the occupants. That's funny. Sekhmet. Oh, beautiful. Be strong. You are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. So beautiful. I think that's perfect. I'm going to go ahead and end it on that. I think the messages that needed to come out came out. So I'm going to leave it at this, guys. Thank you so much for clicking on this pile. If you enjoyed it and resonated, please give me a like, subscribe to the channel, comment down below. I would love to hear from you guys. Until next time, sending you love, light, protection, blessings, peace, all the good stuff. Once again, thank you guys so much. All right, have a good one. Bye.